Hi everyone, my point today is to inform and persuade on why it's important for students to be able to have their cell phones at school with them, of course with certain limitations. First and foremost, emergencies happen, kids are getting older, texting is more widespread than calling. For a lot of young people, they're more likely to check a text and answer a phone call. If something important is happening, I think it's important for students to be able to be reached by their parents or whomever may be trying to reach them, maybe a smaller sibling, a parent, whomever it may be, maybe if they're in high school, maybe their job, to try and get them to maybe come to work after school, just things of that nature. I think it's important for students to have that access. Of course, like I said, with limitations, for them to only pull them out for emergencies. If it goes off, maybe be excused from class to get up, go outside the classroom, check it, come back in immediately if it's not an emergency. It's not always easy to reach a child through the office phone or through the teacher's phone. I think it's more of a disturbance for the teacher to be contacted by the office to call the student out than for the student to just simply look down and check their phone, such as a text message saying, hey, catch the bus, hey, walk home with so-and-so. I think it's easier to track the student if they have a cell phone with them. If maybe they're supposed to be at school but they're not, maybe it's easier for their parent to reach them if they don't have, if they have their phone on them. But if they don't have a phone, then it's harder to track them if something happens, because kids are going to be kids, teenagers are going to be teenagers, and I think it's really important to understand that they're not going to always follow the rules. So at least having their cell phone on them gives you that way to contact them if necessary. I also think that it's important if they're on campus and something happens. There are a lot of crazy things going on in the world. I think that even if the student's outside at recess or lunch, someone approaches them, at least they have their cell phone on them to try to reach out to someone, or at least they have these alerts on the phones nowadays where you can press the power button so many times and someone's automatically alerted. I think that's important because, of course, people are coming on campuses now, taking children, things of that nature. I think it's important that if they're in the classroom or in the bathroom or anywhere on campus and someone is hurting them, or if they're sick, something's happened, they have their cell phones, it's easy to reach someone quicker than to try and run and find someone. Those are just my opinions on why I think it's important to allow students to have their cell phones on campus, in classroom, not necessarily put away at all times, because anything can happen. And I think that cell phones are the easiest way to reach them than going through the office or the teacher. Sometimes the teacher's not at her desk. Sometimes the student's not always in the classroom when they're trying to be reached. Sometimes they're out on field trips and they need their phones, and if they're not allowed to have them, it's just not a good way for a parent to feel if they can't reach their child. But that is my video for today. Thanks for listening.